speech is? Yes, we need to encourage intelligence, but that's not what I'm thinking of.
Something impact.
Evidence.
You do this every day.
Make decisions.
Eat items.
You're like, you know, Mom, I know I got a B in debate, but even if I got a C, you would still get me, you know, a Nerf gun.
Even if?
Even if. Why is that important?
No matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
If 1AR concedes the counterclaim, doesn't answer it, can the affirmative still win? Why?
Even if the negative says something,
What does the affirmative have?
the last one.
They got the last speech. What else do they have?
First speech.
What are you?
Me?
Yeah. No. Starts with a B, ends in AD. I'm joking. Baby! The affirmative has its baby. What don't you do to your baby? Drop it. So even if they win the counterplan, I can still win the debate because my affirmative is more important. Even if they win that economic collapse happens, I win that I lead to economic collapse happening faster. Even if their economic collapse is bad, mine's even worse. Even if theirs is probable, mine is more probable than theirs. Even if I lose, I don't. Right? Does everyone just see what I did?
Yeah.
Why would you do this? Especially in the 2 and R. Even if 2AR makes new argument, I still win because this is true. Even if 2AR says this, which probably beats me, this is true. Even if you don't believe me that this argument is true whatsoever, Judge, they've conceded this argument, and that means you have to view it as a 100% truth claim, even if you don't think that it's true. Alright? Basis. Now what does the 2 and R do in every 2 and R?
See why they win.
Say why they win? Alright, if it was raining out, and George just got a haircut. George, stand up. George, it's raining, George gets a haircut. It's probably going to be big for you. Alright. What does that do to George's new haircut? It protects it, right? Alright. It protects it. The 2 and R should always ask for protection. Why is this? What does the negative not have?
Baby.
Well, they might have a baby.
They don't have a last name.
They don't have a 3. Is there a 3 and R in debate? How sweet would that be if you're negative? Right? I don't have a 3 and R. So if 2AR makes an argument that isn't in the 1AR, you should protect me and not view it as a valid argument in the debate. You should take your eraser and scratch it out, you know? Draw some lines through it. Take a Sharpie and, you know, write abuse. Ask for protection. I don't get a 3 and R. I don't get to answer the 2AR. So you need to hold the 2AR to arguments that are made in the 1AR. If they make an argument that's not in the 1AR, not my burden to answer it. Any questions on those two things? Can the 2AR ask for protection? Yes. Why? 2NR goes for something strange that the 1AR didn't spend a lot of time on. You can ask for protection. Just be like, yes, understood between you and I, Judge, that I said exactly 7 seconds about what the 2NR talked about 5 minutes for, but that still doesn't matter. You should protect me because I couldn't predict that. Even more so than the 1AR, George, what do the 2NR and the 2AR need to do? I'll give you a hint. Predict. Not only do they need to predict, they need to anticipate. Anticipate. For the 2NR, what's the 1AR going to say? For the 2AR, what's the 2NR going to say before the 2NR happens? When the 2NR is prepping, does the 2AR just sit there like, oh man, winning in Tetris? No. The 2AR should be predicting what the 2NR is going to do and start writing answers, start writing extensions, start writing, even if you lose the entire argument, you still win. Right? Even if I don't answer the disag, you lose on theory. You lose because you abused me, right? Does that make sense? So, my question to you. What happens if you completely lose? Can you still win the debate? Why? Sure. So, I think a lot of 2NRs and 2ARs are also idealistic. Right? You turn 16 and you're like, oh, Mom and Dad are going to get me a Lamborghini. It's going to be yellow. It's going to have heated seats with Sirius radio and, 22-inch rims. And you get a scooter. Right? You need to plan for the worst case scenario. I think it's 18 here, right? Not 16? It should be like 50. Why? Not why it's 50.
Immature.
Why do you do the worst case scenario? You're not sure what the judge will actually believe or not. Right? So you shouldn't be like, I win this argument, and this argument, and this argument, and all three of those together means I win this argument, and that means that I win the debate. Because the judge can be like, well, I didn't think you won the third thing, so, see ya. Right? So you have to be realistic rather than idealistic. So you have to plan for the worst. About as important as the even if and what you use with the even if, and this is so important when you'll go to NJFLs. Impact calculus. Debaters like to use acronyms. See, I just heard realistic, idealistic in there too.
Yeah, exactly.
Impact calculus. Why? All right, stand up. All right, you're dead. Who cares? Right? You died. Oh well. Why does that matter? You think your friends would be sad? You think your parents would be sad? If they're sad, what does that mean? Maybe they don't go to work for a week. And maybe they get fired. And then maybe, you know, your family can't go home and you're homeless. And do you see what I mean?
How are you homeless if you're dead? Oh, the family.
What did I say? I caught you. Impact calculus. So what are the 3 ways to compare impacts? And I said them in this lecture already. Probability. What is probability? It's the likelihood of it happening, right? So impact calculus would compare the veracity, SAT word, of your probability. What does that mean? It compares the veracity of your impacts. Dictionary.com, George, veracity.
My internet's too slow.
Anyone?
I have it for roasted.
Alright, let's see it. Veracity.
Okay. How do you spell it? V-A-R. How do you spell it?
The true accuracy or precision of something.
The truth, accuracy, and what?
Or precision of
And precision of your impact. So the truth and precision of your probability. Is it a noun or a verb? Yeah. Alright? So when you get a 2400 instead of a 2380, you're going to hire me to work for you, right? An SAT? Yeah?
2400 is like
2400 is like, you know, bad. No, I'm joking. It's perfect. So probability, that's the likelihood that it happens, right? So like, what is the likelihood in the next minute that I'm going to touch my face?
50-50.
It's probably 100% because a human touches their face like 600 times a day.
Really?
Yeah. You're touching your face, you're touching your face, you're touching your face, you're touching your face. You're touching your face, you're touching your face.
I'm touching my head.
Do you see what I mean? So it's the likelihood that it happened. What's the likelihood that someone's going to break into my hotel room and saw off my foot?
100%.
I mean, you know, it depends on what kind of friends I make in Taiwan, you know? No. No. What's the next one? Probability. Magnitude. Normally magnitude's not debated that much because everyone in the US has the same magnitude. What do you think it is? Debate for magnitude is like the Death Olympics. Whoever can say that they kill more people wins. Or the Genocide Olympics, or whatever you choose. Most people get to extinction in debate. And the most probable way, or not probable, but the way most people get to extinction is through nuclear war. That's probably the biggest reason why people think extinction will happen.
Asteroid.
I mean, I think asteroid is probably more probable, but I'm not going to get into my sort of reasoning behind this. Maybe tomorrow. What's the third one?
I suppose really addressing the argument.
Time. You know? All right. George. If you press this button, you'll save his life today, but you'll kill someone in this room in 10 years.
10 years.
In 10 years. Alright, why did George press the button?
Peer pressure.
Why? Do you think we could do something in those 10 years to save that person?
No, so we don't know who killed him first. Everybody loves
Alright.
Make sure the 10 years is the big one.
If I say, George, press this button to save him tomorrow, or everyone in this room in 35 years, what are you going to do? But you guys live 35 years.
But yeah, at least he lived 35 years.
There's a, probability-wise, there is a 80% chance that you save him, and a 1% chance that you save everyone in this room.
That's what 80%.
Don't
That's
do
good
it.
enough. B-minus.
Now do you see why a debate is hard to judge, George? Yes. And you saw that the combination of your probability, magnitude, and time frame led to how we figured out whose impact had what's the adverb for veracity? Veracious? Veracinous? Voracious. Whose impact was...
Wrestling.
Alright, who here is good at math?
Shit, liar.
Oh, higher.
Just ask for the A plus in math. You got an A plus in math? No, ooh.
Where's the main plus in that?
Alright,
I did. A minus.
first math problem.
What's 2 plus 2? 9.
Thanks for
Yeah. So embarrassing.
if you take the affirmative impact probability and multiply it by the affirmative impact magnitude and divide that by the affirmative impact time frame, that equals the impact calculus for the affirmative. Now if you do the same thing for the negative, you get another number, right? Now, I'm not sure if you would subtract or divide here. I wasn't good at this type of math. But if you compared these two, so maybe it's like a
Equal sign.
function or something.
Function.
You get what? Comparative impact calculus. Does everyone follow? Why does it need to be comparative? My impacts are so big and they're so important and they're awesome and yeah, what did I do? Talk about the other team's impacts. All right, you know, you're indignant, but I have defense against your impacts and I have my impacts. Does that make sense? You're really gonna Does that make sense? Have we done parabolas?
Yeah.
Has anyone not done parabolas? Do you know what a parabola is? Alright.
Wait. What are we doing that?
Alright. If you have a graph, right?
Oh, we're going to math.
Oh no.
Alright?
Oh, this thing.
That's a decent graph.
You have a graph. Everyone's seen this before, right?
Yeah.
Forgot to label X and Y.
That's probably because I haven't taken a math class in 4 years and don't remember which one is X and Y.
Horizontal.
Alright. So if I have
Axis of symmetry.
Yeah, the continuing.
Wait, what are the uses?
Just put errors in the all for a second.
Yeah.
We get points off on.
hey, yes, I know I didn't yell at that.
Axis of symmetry is 0.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Axis.
That's
Alright.
maximum.
There's X is
Here's my parabola.
6.
Alright?
Good.
If I shade in this region, that's the affirmative, right?
It's an A.
Who wins this debate? Why? What did you do? You looked at it and you compared which one was probably bigger, right? Now, if you change part of this equation, what's gonna, or part of your graphed equation, what's going to happen? Who said the affirmative one? And let's say the affirmative ones. What if I change it so now it looks like this? won the debate now? The negative. Because one of the parts of our equation changed. Do you agree? Is anyone just like lost? Because I would be lost at this age. Alright, I'll give you all a minute to stretch out. I know I've been like doing things that you don't normally do in debate, like mathematics.
No.
Give you a minute. In high school, I used the derivative calculus to explain it to the seniors and what that means when the derivative shifts down the...
That's fantastic.
It's just easier to think about. We have like 25 more minutes?
Yeah. Lunch of today's must hamburger.
Alright, we're probably gonna...
How'd you like your dinner yesterday? What would you like? A lot, huh?
Everything is a lot. I've never eaten more in my life than in Taiwan.
Put it on Facebook.
Yeah, Mike took pictures last night.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna email you. I want to link to your Facebook.
Yeah, I have like, I changed my picture to be in the Shinkai Shopping Mall, and like 10 different people have liked it. What is this?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna email you. I think you'll like it.
Justify yourself. You watch Jackie.
지금 바꿨어. 그럼 똑바로 가면 픽업. 딜레브들이 픽업한다 했어요. 이렇게 해본다고 했는데 얘기하면 안 될까요?
I'll hurt your face.
아니 안 해도 같이 가면 돼.
Not you.
여기 엄마 수건도 안 깎아준대요. 안 깎아줘요. 원래 싸게 하는 거래요, 점심이 돼서. 거스름돈 내일 가져올게요, 그럼? 얼마인데, 거스름? 꽃배치링이니까 거스름돈. 제가 그냥 드릴게요, 지금 그러면. 찾아요. 아니야 지금 동물이 너무 많아. 그럼 내일 가져올까요? 그냥 내일 가져올게 벌써.
All right, everyone sit down.